Our next match is for the MEW North East Championship and will feature a special entrance unannounced. The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the former two-time MEW Tag Team Champion. Here's your reigning MEW North East Champion,
MEW Mania 3 continues. Tom Campbell along with Dan Fitch, and Dan, not long to go now.
It's not
your match.
No, and here we have a Scottish representative, and Scotland isn't exactly my favourite country at this moment in time.
Dan Fitch's job is on the line later on when Chris Renfrew Scotland faces Team MEW, and it's a tough night if MEW don't win.
It is. Renfrew is champion, GM should I say, and who knows what will happen to me. I'll be in a hardcore match, that's for certain. And
that is, unless Prince Amin and Assassin win,
which they will.
Case, you get your job back.
It will. They absolutely will. Guarantee it.
That is still to come tonight at Mania 3. You are now looking at what I believe is the right-hand man of the GM in the MEW Glasgow champion.
It makes me cringe, you even say it.
Oh look, somebody's got a bottom of a piece of duct tape with Glasgow written on it. Are you kidding me?
I was surprised you could spell it, to be fair.
BT Gunn, a well-rounded professional wrestler, star of World of Sport, big part of ICW up in Scotland, and he's decided to claim the North East Championship for Glasgow.
He has multiple-time champion all over the world. Former, I think, 3-time ICW heavyweight champion. A huge star. A former MEW tag team champion on multiple occasions. And I have to say, as much as it pains me to say it, BT Gunn has been very impressive since he entered the singles competition and won the MEW North East Championship.
We have to call it by order of owner Chris Renfrew, of GM Chris Renfrew. We have to.
Do we have to?
Well, that's what it's got written here.
Do we have to though?
Unless that belt doesn't leave the BT Gun. And then in which case, the landscape changes somewhat. This could be the greatest night or the worst night for Chris Renfrew Scotland.
But who is he going to face, Tom? We don't know yet. Who is he going to face? It is a mystery opponent this evening for BT Gunn. The art of surprise.
Absolutely it is. BT Gunn thought he was going to be defending in a triple threat circumstance. That hasn't panned out, and instead...
No, it can't be.
And it turns out they were true. Boris Koslov. Now, Boris Koslov hasn't been the most favoured by the MEW faithful, but you now hear cheers, and I will tell you for why. Boris Koslov has said on many occasions, if he was to get an opportunity at the MEW North East Championship, or the Glasgow Championship as it's known, he would win the championship and return it back to its North East heritage. Rename it the North East Championship, and you know what? That's good enough for me.
Absolutely. I think Boris was just impressed that Geordies could drink just as much as he could. I think that was the turning point.
There certainly is an affinity between a proud drunken Russian and a proud drunken Geordie. We'd like to thank our friends at the bar here at the Innisfree for stocking up extra on vodka for this particular night. If Boris Koslov can win the MEW North East Championship, we're going to have ourselves quite the after party at Mania 3.
There he is, and here the MEW faithful chanting out as we speak. Very hot. In appreciation, I believe, of Boris, or could be that woman in the first row.
Old Fairy Hat Mackenzie, who always turns up.
That's her.
Boris Koslov, who has said, as we just said, he wants to honour the heritage of the North East, rename that belt the MEW North East Championship. And if he can beat BT Gunn tonight, that will happen.
Well, everybody just sit down as you're doing and shut the hell up. Do not boo your Glasgow champion. And who in the blue hell are you to think you can come? Sorry, what's his name? Shut up. Before this match gets started, Boris. Whoa, get Boris away from me. Becca, beat it up, bash you with a mic. Shut up. Right, we all know the score here right now. Before this match starts, Sexual Chocolate, get in the ring right now and announce me properly as you have done for the last 5 or 6 times. And do it quickly, you bitch.
Don't do it, Mickey, don't do it.
You don't talk to Sexual Chocolate like that.
Your ass. The quicker you move, don't shut up, you'll get in the ring when I say so.
Sexual Chocolate, quite literally,
Ref.
half the man he used to be. I'd like to point that out now.
Yep, thanks to Elite.
Thanks to Elite, he's looking incredible.
Sexual Chocolate, you will announce me the proper way and you will do it right now. In front of these people, or like last time, I will slap you about silly. He has to. Oh yes, he does. If none of you don't like this, there's the front door of this absolute shower of a pub. Now, do your job or you will get the consequences.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man standing in the ring is your MEW
The longer you talk all of the crap, the longer this takes. So up there, shut it. We're under control, we get part 2 into that crap. Finish what you were saying, sunshine.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your MEW Glasgow champion, BT Gunn.
Could that be the final time that Sexual Chocolate announces the MEW Glasgow champion?
I really hope so.
If Boris Koslov can get the job done tonight, it absolutely will be. Here we go. MEW Glasgow / North East Championship on the line. I'll be happy when all this is sorted because, quite frankly, this is giving a headache to the guys at Cage Match. This is the new belt. It's the same belt, just a different name.
It's the same belt with a made-up name. This is the North East champion to represent the North East, and I never thought I'd say these words, but nobody represents the North East better than Boris Koslov.
The Russian wrecking ball has the hopes and dreams of the North East on his shoulders. He is very much the Rafa Benitez of professional wrestling right now. The MEW faithful groundswell for Boris Koslov is apparent tonight. I do believe this could even be down a first-time ever encounter between BT Gunn and Boris Koslov.
It is. It's the first time they've ever faced off, and it's happening right here exclusively at MEWYI Mania 3. They're about to link up here. Side headlock there by BT Gunn. Looking for the hair pull, but either of them have got much going on up there.
Stick lack of hair pulling going on. I'd be amazed if the ref calls for a hair pull. Oh, shoulder block by BT Gunn.
Mocking Boris Koslov. I believe that is some form of tribal dance in Glasgow post 3 a.m.
They call it like the Clydebank Cossack or something like that. And now BT Gunn, who knows his way around that ring, knows if he's between the ropes, the ref has to step in, and that's exactly what happened early stages of this match.
What a personality transplant for BT Gunn over the last year. You've got to think back, he was one of the most popular and beloved MEW stars. Hard to believe just a year or so ago, and Chris Renfrew has got in his head and made this monster that you see before you today.
I feel like every time Chris Renfrew pops up in the life of BT Gunn, he just rents that apartment in his brain and just takes over the thinking of BT Gunn.
It's certainly been a success, though, you can't deny that. Singles title for the very first time won back at Northern Bash in September. Never since then he's run roughshod over the competition here in MEW.
If you want one heck of a North East Championship match, check out BT Gunn taking on Jonah Phoenix for that belt just a short while ago. A match that very much put both guys back on the map in North East wrestling. And Boris Koslov hoping to get back on the map here in the North East with a title win tonight over BT Gunn.
As he's been on the offense since this match began, went back to the headlock, and unfortunately for Boris, BT Gunn has been dominating this match so far, but is this some Russian bear hug, or he's pushing to the ropes and under and over, and boot to the face.
BT Gunn with the experience factor over Boris Koslov, that goes without saying, but Russian leg sweep, how apropos, into a roll-up, 2 count only. Boris straight back on the offense with a huge body slam. Simple, effective.
That's how you do it.
And the Cossack leg drop. A Rusky Hulk Hogan. And the Kremlin's favourite wrestler causing BT Gunn to take a powder. BT Gunn now knows this is how you slow down the momentum of the Russian wrecking ball, by rolling out of the ring, keeping as much distance as possible.
He seems more obsessed with sexual chocolate than he does.
Oh, what's that?
He's just punched.
Just slapped sexual chocolate to the ground. Are you kidding me?
I think that was a closed fist.
Absolute disrespect to our ring announcer extraordinaire.
I mean, sexual chocolate's gift is his gab, and if he's been punched in the face,
there's not much gab to give.
Unbelievable.
BT Gunn showing absolutely no respect to the MEW faithful or the MEW locker room at large. And it's down to Boris Koslov to put paid to this peculiar title reign.
I mean, I wasn't all for BT Gunn going into this, but punching sexual chocolate Michael Brown is absolutely abhorrent. Come on, Boris, you can do this.
The Russian wrecking ball now, working over BT Gunn. 2.5 only.
I think the whole of the crowd here, the whole of the MEW crowd, is now firmly behind Boris Koslov.
Without a shadow of a doubt, if there was any doubt, Boris Koslov, a fan favourite now, wanting to bring that pride and prestige back to the MEW North East title. Tilt-a-whirl slam.
I'll do anything to get this belt on the Boris Koslov. For him to get the win, I will even go as far to rename it the Moscow title. Come on, Boris, come on!
MEW faithful on their feet for Boris. If Boris Koslov can beat BT Gunn tonight, that is going to send a shockwave to Chris Renfrew, Scotland. Uppercut from Koslov. European style. Up on the second rope looking for that Russian missile. Oh, BT Gunn saw it coming. Quick to react. 2.5, no way is that going to get the job done now. BT Gunn just grabbing at the arm, raking at that arm.
For all that I'm, saying about BT Gunn, he is definitely still one of the most cerebral of wrestlers that we've got in MEW. As you said before, he gets in their head and he controls his matches, controls the flow. He may be getting pushed there, but straight back on it. He is just clever, he's smart, he's effective, and he's sly.
Whether you love him or hate him, he is a mat technician of the highest order. You don't become an ICW champion multiple times just through shenanigans. There's got to be some skill in there, and it begrudges me to say BT Gunn's got it, and he almost got the 3. BT Gunn working over Boris Koslov, keeping Boris down. Short and simple armbar.
I think that is very smart on the part of BT Gunn. Boris Koslov, trust me, is as strong as several bears, maybe even an army of bears. So to be taking out his shoulder, taking out his arm, is exactly what he needs to be doing.
You're losing a striking implement if you take out the arm of Boris Koslov. Now Boris swinging with the other arm and just wailing on BT Gunn in the corner. The vodka-powered Russian wrecking ball is firing up. Oh, and BT Gunn immediately. As you were saying, Dan Fitch, the cerebral BT Gunn changes the game quickly and effectively.
Every single time he seems a bit preoccupied this evening with the MEW crowd. Giving it to them, they are very much against BT Gunn this evening, if there ever was a time, especially after that punch to the face. But Michael Brown, you see on the outside, he's still feeling the after effects of that. He's not a wrestler, BT Gunn. What on earth do you think you're doing? Come on! He just disgusts me.
Horrible to think that this man represents MEW with a championship around his waist. Can Boris Koslov rally and change that? Firing back now. Big fists, forearms, elbows. These two dropping bombs on one another. Shoulder tackle. Takes down BT Gunn. Got backed into the corner, nailed with a clothesline. And now Boris suiting up. Russian missile.
Fantastic. This reminds me of last month when he took MEW champion H.E. Drake right to the limit in an incredible encounter which you can watch right now on our YouTube channel, and he is all over BT Gunn here.
Boris Koslov with a spine buster straight out the Kremlin. 2.5. Half a second from crowning a new MEW North East champion. Boris Koslov now feeling the momentum, being carried by the North East MEW faithful.
They are desperate to see that title come home, back to the North East.
Koslov looking, didn't quite get him up there. Double underhook and a Glasgow kiss straight to the teeth, the face, the mouth of Boris, like that kick. Gunn rolling through, looking for German suplex, doesn't quite get it. Both men off the ropes. Kick from Boris. Low kick. A trifecta. And Boris sends BT Gunn across the rope. Oh, massive lariat.
So close there.
Amazing.
I think Boris thought he had that.
What a combo, Dan, from Boris Koslov. Only getting 2.
Absolutely incredible. He has been dominating this match in the last couple of minutes. I think BT Gunn needs to regroup, needs to rethink, because Boris, it's coming home.
And it looks like Boris, if the knee meets the face, it's certainly coming home. Oh, and look at this BT Gunn in the last minute. Putting our senior official right. Oh, and BT Gunn, low blow, and the referee had his back turned.
Right to the Russian jewels.
Jules withstood it. BT Gunn manipulating that ring. He knows his way around that ring like he's checking Google Maps. Manoeuvring the referee in such a way to get a low blow, get that evil advantage.
What's he got here? What's he got in his hand? We saw this back at Northern Bash. Tell me it's not the powder. Tell me it's not.
Handful of powder in the hand of BT Gunn, and Ryan needs to deal with this. Oh, that's a brave move, but the right move by Ryan. Oh, come on now!
There's no need to put your hands on an official.
Well, Boris, meanwhile, picks up BT Gunn! From Russia with love! But are you kidding me? What a break! A terrible break for Boris Koslov!
Come on, get him back in the ring. Come on, get the referee back in.
We've got no official. Boris Koslov with a phantom 3 count.
You see Ian Sandwell there helping Ryan, trying to get him back into his feet. What's BT Gunn doing here?
Oh, and a low blow again by BT Gunn. Once again, the referee out of position. Once again, BT Gunn takes full advantage. Oh, this is not the way we wanted to see this match go down.
He's asking for the belt, is he? Come on, Mickey.
Yeah! Oh, Mickey's throwing the belt in, but he's throwing the belt to Boris! Boris has got the belt!
Straight to BT Gunn's head. Come on, referee. Come on.
Ryan's back in the ring! And Boris
Oh!
2 9/10!
You've got to be kidding me!
Koslov quick to react, back up on his shoulder, make it 2 from Russia with love! And Boris Koslov has done it!
Yes! We have a new MEW, listen to me when I say this, new MEW North East champion!
Glasgow kiss goodbye to BT Gunn's title reign, and we welcome the beginning of the era of Boris, proudly representing the northeast of England, because wrestling, because of fairy huge win tonight. And as Boris Koslov promised, he will honour the heritage, the prestigious heritage of the North East of England, rename that belt back the MEW North East title, and we are all getting battered at the after party.
We absolutely are. Glasgow, we love you, but I'm sorry you no longer have an MEW Glasgow champion. So David Tennant, the Crankies, Billy Connolly, take that. We have a new MEW North East champion, and that man just happens to be Russian, but it doesn't matter.
Because wrestling, that's why.
You're lost for words.
Massive result for Boris Koslov, and a bad turn of events for Chris Renfrew, Scotland.
Just the beginning of those bad turn of events.
We're going to find out up next the tag team encounter that puts it all on the line. We need to say goodbye now to my colleague Dan Fitch.
Goodbye.
Hopefully not for long. Tag team encounter on the way next. If Team Chris Renfrew wins, Dan Fitch goes into a hardcore match with Chris Renfrew. But if Team MEW wins, Dan Fitch takes back control of main event wrestling